Yeah, so things that I found that have got easier in the last, say, week or so since New Year's. Um, just generally a lot more energy. Although today, obviously, I'm still in bed and I just can't seem to drag myself out of bed. But generally, more energy. Um, things seem to be more positive. Um, I haven't actually been sick itself in about 2 weeks now, which is good. Feel nauseous every now and then, but it passes. Oh, excuse me. Woo! That passes. Sorry. The only thing that really bugs me is constantly like gagging for silly reasons or no reasons. If I see something that just makes me feel sick, then I'll just gag. But it's like a real. Obviously, you don't actually vomit, but it's still gagging, which is like just awful. Even thinking about it makes me want to gag. So that. But otherwise, no. Generally, apart from the lack of energy today, things are a lot better. My moods are foul. Like if I've had a good night's sleep, I'll wake up and like nothing deters me. Like I'm not bothered by anything. Like I'm singing, I'm doing what I need to do around the house. Um, yeah, just generally in a good mood. And then like it hits lunchtime after I've had my dinner, and afterwards I'm just like I can kill everyone and everything, and like don't want to know, and just want to sit in a room and sleep. And then if I tend to have afternoon sleep, then I'm fine again. Like once I've woken up, I'm in a good mood again, and I'm absolutely fine. But if I don't get that afternoon sleep or a good night's sleep, I'm like, oh, yeah, it just really not. It's like Jekyll and Hyde. It's like I'm fine in the morning, and then in the evening, it's like, don't come near me, I will kill you. Um, yeah, so back's been hurting a lot this past week or two. Kind of started with the lower back, and now it's like working its way up my spine. Yeah, so that and what else? My tummy muscles really hurt. Like I feel like they're being really stretched like an elastic band. Um, Obviously the bump's growing. So obviously that's what that is. Last night, so that's 13 weeks, 6 days. So obviously I'm 14 weeks today. Last night I was lying in bed and I was like trying to fall asleep, or Derek was on the laptop writing some notes or a letter or something, and so I was kind of like waiting for him to fall asleep. So I was like lying there and I felt um, like butterflies, but like more like popcorn popping in your like in my tummy. Like it's the only way I can describe it. And then like I read up, and apparently like there is a possibility of feeling flutters like as early as even 12 weeks or even earlier on, depending on the woman. Um, so yeah, I felt that, and it kept happening, and then it kept happening, and then I was like, oh, maybe it's just gas, because you get really gassy being pregnant. But then like as I felt my tummy, and I was like, no, it's not gas. I just knew it wasn't gas. So not an official kick, but I can feel the baby move. And often they say like like the mother starts to settle down to sleep for the night, the baby starts becoming more active. Because if you're carrying the child around during the day, it tends to sleep. But as you start to lay flat and rest your body, and obviously your tummy is not as crumpled and it's flat, then the baby's got more space to move, and it can do what it needs to do then. So I guess it makes sense. I just want to feel like proper movements, like kicks and stuff. Would be great. Um, yeah, we had the scan yesterday, like I said at the beginning of the blog. Um, Baby's healthy, heart's healthy, brain's healthy. Um, yeah, she took like 3 photos for the scan, and it was like two of the babies had really up close, like from the side, it was fine, and then like a shot from the front, and it's like you could see the baby's head like this, and then the front torso, and then like the heart. But it didn't, it was really hard to make out on the scan picture, so I didn't think it was very clear. At the 12 week, no, my 11 week scan was the proper like side scan where you could see the baby's head and then like the baby's torso and the feet like from the side, which was a lot better. But the baby had grown loads, sucking its thumb, waving, moving its arms up and down. Yeah, so stay tuned for week 15 next week. I'm back at work next week. I've been off with high blood pressure, which is a whole different kettle of fish. Just, I get stressed so, well, I did. I tend to die down now. Like, I got so stressed. Like, an example was just before Christmas, my mother-in-law had come to stay with a friend, and help me out around the house and get things sorted. And I was getting really stressed out about basically giving birth in Stafford Hospital, because I know it's got a really bad reputation, or has had a bad reputation. And like, it got to the point where I just felt like my head was going to explode, and like I was crying, and I could just feel like my heart going at 1,000 miles an hour. So it's died down a lot now, but I mean, I burnt dinner the other day, and like, just, I could feel my blood pressure going up then, because I just freaked out, because of pregnancy brain, which means you tend to forget things. Like, I didn't realise I'd switched the stove on. I don't remember even now switching the stove on. And I set up dinner basically and gone upstairs, and then thought, right, I'll go down and cook it at this time, so when Derek's home it'll be ready for him. So I went upstairs, and then I went back down like 15 minutes later, and everything was burnt, and I didn't even remember switching the stove on in the first place. So it's just like things like that. I just have to not get stressed, because at work it could get quite stressful as well, so just have to learn to keep it cool. So yeah, so okay, that's it. I'm not really going to do belly shots, because I think it's only just starting, and I've got pictures up on my blog and blah blah blah. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. But yeah, thanks for listening, and yeah.